why did you use stationary drones for measuring the rock glacier near Arolla?
Rock glacier in Arolla is a quite risky glacier because it's full of rocks that could fall at any time. It has been a good spot because the EPFL, the Polytechnique in Lausanne, the group of Sara Bonetti with Sebastian is monitoring it since quite a long time, and recently with drones, but only twice per year as a survey. So the stationary drone was installed once, and then it was left there autonomously, and that was perfect because the installation took only 1 day, and the rest we were basically controlling and flying it remotely from the office. There were no displacements, a lot less risk for people going there, and we cut the surveying time by 10 or 20. Like, it's really, the advantages are countless in terms of time and money.
What advantages does this method offer compared to previously used monitoring approaches for such areas?
Advantages are many related to, for example, the temporal resolution. We can eventually do everyday monitoring, but we keep it for 1 week according to the landform of the study area. Also the safety of the personnel, because we don't need to be on site, but we feel that we are on the site because we can operate everything remotely. And the quality of the data allows to really fine detail, resolve even centimeter displacement on a weekly basis. This has been not done before with normal in situ measurements or UAV or drone surveys.
During the test phase, pilots from fieldwork were responsible for supervising the drone. What aspects required particular attention, and how was this experience from your perspective?
It was a very straightforward experience and exchanging with them, because we have to plan every week the flight for Fridays eventually, but according to weather conditions, if it was a cloudy day or rainy or stormy, we have to move the day for before or after. There was this flexibility of moving the day and also the time, because something was in the morning to avoid the clouds in the afternoon, the storms, or actually was in the afternoon because the morning was too cloudy. So it was always this flexibility on to plan the drone flight for every week to keep a consistent schedule, but also to plan flights according to the UAV regulations, to keep in contact the local helicopter company to don't interfere with other airplanes. So everything was very clear and straightforward.
How demanding are the operation and maintenance of the drone?
That was very easy. The platform is very intuitive and very easy to use. Can also work in parallel with weather forecasts and automated flight controlling platform to the safe sky, for example.
Once we set up this initial flight plan and we are happy with the results, we just keep the same flight path every week without changing, so there was not intervention of this weekly monitoring, was the drone was fully autonomous, and we just keep people watching the drone just to follow the UAV regulations.
What concrete benefits does the tested approach provide for the monitoring of rock glaciers in Switzerland, and what was the outcome from the dog drone?
The possibility to see changes in a landform, in the landscape every week, but also a very fine spatial resolution, 2 centimeters. So in the case of the rock glacier that moves around 15 meters per year, we were able to measure displacement up to 10 centimeters per week, horizontally and vertically, how much mass was losing at the front, how the rocks moved from one side to the other, which rocks were stationary, and which rocks were falling from the steep gully of the front of the rock glaciers.
And with drones, it's a lot easier now to check it, to calculate the volumes in the platforms at the office in a warm environment with a cup of coffee that is actually always very nice to have.